Welcome to Closet Coaching. I wanted to speak to a bunch of questions I've been getting recently about exercise addiction and how to keep a promise to oneself to kind of cut back on the obsession with exercise and to decrease the amount of times you're exercising per week. This one has a lot of different ways I could answer it, but I am going to share with you what worked for me, and you can take that or leave that, and understanding that it will not apply to everybody, but this is how I made it through that. Because I am a black and white thinker and I was very much black and white thinker at the time. I kind of approached all of my recovery processes in a black and white thinking way. So when I recovered with food, I said, I'm going all in and I'm going to do this for a whole year. And it's going to be like all or nothing. I was all in. I wasn't halfway, because when I give myself kind of permission, it becomes a slippery slope for me because I will find the loopholes. I'm really good at that. And I'm sure some of you are too. And if you give yourself a little, you know that you'll manipulate that a little bit. So I was like, well, then I have to do something all the way. So I took exercise out all the way. And I said to myself, I'm not going to participate in exercise for a period of time. And then I will revisit that. And I need to commit to that fully for me to be able to commit to it at all. So for me, this was empowering because it was fear-facing. It was looking at something that I was terrified of doing, because as long as I was exercising, as long as that momentum was going, I felt like I had to keep up with it. And the more I kept up with it, the bar kept raising. So when I took it away completely, it was like a full-on surrender of control. And it was like willingness to do that. It was on purpose. It was like, I am not doing that at all. I'm not even going into that water because I know what will happen, so I'm taking it away. And in so doing, I realized that all of the worst fears I had about what not exercising would mean were either not coming true, or I was able to handle it. That was a way of building my own trust with myself and my own resilience, which resilience is a part of the empowerment process. And so for me to recognize that I could face my fear made the fear a lot less scary. And when I was able to reintegrate it into my life, it was from a place of knowing that I could not do it. And that was something I hadn't offered myself before. And another way that I often will have clients who struggle with this, to do this, is to replace the exercise with something else you want to offer yourself, whether that's time to meditate or journal or something like that, to use that time for something else so that you don't feel like you're missing something, but that you're adding something in as well while you're fear facing, can be another way of distracting the mind from the fears around it. So I hope that's helpful to at least some of you, and I'll see you tomorrow.